If you're somebody who did gain some fat through quarantine and you're freaking out because you got to lose all that fat before you go back to playing, don't do it all at once. Lose 2 pounds of fat per week at the most. All right. I know that's not what you want to hear. You want to hear, I'm going to go hard and just fast my way down and just slash my calories in half. And I'm going to lose 5 pounds per week. I'm just going to transform my body. People aren't going to know what hit them. No, don't do it. Rapid weight loss in athletes leads to these huge metabolic adaptations, which basically means that your body gives you a counterpunch. So you give your body a drastic cut in calories and your body goes, oh, bro, I'm 2 steps ahead of you. You did that? Cool. Watch what I do. And it just starts to shut down your metabolism, drastically decreases your metabolism. So now you're 10 or 15 pounds lighter, but you have to eat even less to stay at that body weight because of those metabolic adaptations. So if I'm 200 pounds, but I'm kind of naturally around 200 pounds, and you're 200 pounds, but you were 220 and you rapidly dieted down to 200 pounds, our calorie needs are not the same. So you can't look at our body weight and say, okay, well, we need the same amount of food. My metabolism is not compromised. His metabolism has adapted to that huge caloric deficit. So we actually can't consume the same amount of calories. If he consumed the same amount of calories as me, I would stay at the same weight and he would start to increase his weight. That fat would start to come back. Unfortunately, people end up gaining more weight on the back end. So as soon as you go back to eating normal, which you can't maintain this super low calorie diet forever. So at some point you got to go back to normal eating. And because that metabolism has adapted, you are now going to gain back some fat. And then you're going to be in this constant cycle of I lose fat and then I gain it back and then I gain more. And then I lose some fat and then I gain it back and then I gain more. And that's why if you look at the progression year after year of body weight, a lot of times you'll see that it gradually goes up as we age. I was talking with Dr. Mark Bubbs, nutritionist for Canada men's basketball, and he was talking about this concept of slow and steady, lose 1 to 2 pounds per week, because that way we're not going to have this huge metabolic adaptation. We're going to be able to maintain our muscle mass. So that muscle mass is obviously huge for metabolic purposes, but then also, what are we losing weight for? Are we losing weight to jump higher and run faster? Well, then we got to make sure that our force production stays the same. We can't lose that magnitude of force production. That has to stay high, and then the body fat has to come down. So if the body fat comes down and we lose muscle mass along with that, force production comes down, and now the relative force production, so the force production compared to our body weight, has not actually increased, and so we don't actually perform better.